I learned a new technique for smoking baby back ribs. I just thought I'd share it. It actually sounds really interesting. You sprinkle both sides of the baby back ribs with your favorite dry rub. My favorite is this brand here, the Salt Lick. It's a really good barbecue joint here in the Austin area. And what you do is just liberally sprinkle the dry rub like you normally do on both sides, but don't pat it in, don't rub it in. And then you take brown sugar and you sprinkle brown sugar all over it and kind of, encase it in the brown sugar and just let it set while you go get your pit ready. And then that's gonna kind of form a syrup that's gonna drip down around this, and we'll see how that looks here in a little bit. And once again, you don't pat in or rub in the brown sugar. So we'll see how this looks here in a little bit. Well, there's been a few minutes gone by, and the brown sugar has turned into a nice glaze. Looks really good. I think it's going to taste really good too once I smoke it. Smoker is all heating up right now and it's ready to go, so I'm going to take this out and put her on there and see how she goes. It's been an hour, and one of the other tips that I learned, which actually makes sense, is to not use a mop, but to use a spritz bottle with a mixture of half cider vinegar and half apple juice. That way the mop, because I always noticed that when I mopped meats before, you're kind of brushing a lot of the seasoning off of it, because you want to end up with like a really good bark or crust. So this makes a lot more sense because you still want to keep it moist. So okay, there's been an hour. Well, that pan needs some more water. So I'm just going to spritz this real good. That's actually a lot easier too than the mop. There we go. Okay, I'm going to add some more water to that and then let her go. This is going to go a total of 3 hours. Just want to show this slight modification that I made to the smoker. This is a char griller Smoker Pro, and it comes with this removable tray that you can put charcoals in and grow, use it like a regular grill. And I got this idea to basically make a poor man's tuning plate. So I raised this charcoal rack, or whatever they call it, all the way to its highest setting, and I covered it with aluminum foil and then poked holes in the aluminum foil, and it's right up against the exhaust, the smoke coming through, and it really helps to distribute the heat in the smoke. It seems to be working really good because it really keeps the temperature between the front and the back fairly even, and it keeps it from getting too hot. And then I have these two water plates. That one again needs some more water. I have these two little aluminum trays that I keep filled with water that keeps some moisture in here. Plus it helps cool down this heat that comes up right out of the smoking chamber. But I think all in all, this is working really good. And I have a drip pan underneath there to catch the drippings from the ribs. I think this is working really good. I'm going to add some more water to that one again. You see, one of the problems that I have is this ends up starting to really, it gets hot and then it flames up. And then when it starts flaming, it really cranks the heat up. But with that new, basically a poor man's tuning plate, it keeps the heat more distributed and it doesn't jump up. Before it would get up to like 400, over 400 degrees, but it seems to be really mellowing out. So I think that's going to be a good modification. I just added another chunk, get a little bit more extra pecan smoke in there. With that so-called tuning plate, the front and the back are staying within about 10 degrees of each other. I was never able to do that before. Seems to work really well. And I'm not getting these huge temperatures like I would get before when the chunks would burst into flames and really raise the temperature. So really evens it out. It keeps it about the right temperature that I want. Okay, here's about 3.5 hours on the smoker. Smoked with pecan wood, and they look great. You can see that the meat is shrink back from the bones. It's really good. It's really nice. Smells wonderful. And here's some of the sliced ribs. They just were so tender and tasty. I'll definitely use this method again.